I feel like you need like a whole body roll to go with it.
You were enjoying that a little too much, DeVonn.
I mean, I was a dancer in the past.
This is gonna turn into a dance show.
Today we're in the test kitchen sharing our favorite pans.
I kind of fell in love with the versatility of it.
It has everything that I would ever want in a pan.
This is definitely my favorite.
I love this pan.
There's a lot of pans to choose from, but these are our favorites.
I love a little cast iron so much because a big cast iron is sometimes just too big.
Yes.
A mini cast iron is not just cute, though sometimes that is the purpose of it.
Yeah.
It also is like hyper functional.
Very functional.
Yeah. So this is a 12.
Oh, wow.
And this is an 8. An 8-inch pan doesn't seem crazy small. You're like, oh, that's a normal thing. But somehow cast iron, it feels very miniature.
I agree. This is more like every day.
Yep.
And this feels a little bit more a specific occasion.
Imagine like a little biscuit topped pot pie with just like
you know, I
4
love a
little
pot pie.
biscuit. Like even next to each other, I'm like, why is this
Why
so
does this
big?
need to exist? Yeah.
It's enormous.
I agree.
Get out of here.
Bye.
The thing about a cast iron is it is like virtually indestructible.
Yeah.
And you can use it absolutely anywhere and it will thrive. If you want to put it on your stove, do it. If you want to throw it in your oven at like 7,000 degrees, it can live. It's a good pan to bring camping. You're never going camping, but if you did undergo like a whole personality change and then decide to go camping, you could bring it. Also, if you grill, it's a great tool and it really can do it all. If you live in a 2-person household and you would like a frittata for 2 people and not a giant frittata.
A predicament I find myself in often.
Yes, if you want to do like 4 cinnamon rolls. If you have like a small piece of meat, you're just for one, you're searing something off.
Cast irons in general are so great for serving. Just putting this on the table.
Exactly.
What do you make in it most often?
That's a great question. I literally did this mere days ago, less than a week ago.
Instagram?
I didn't post it on, for this reason I didn't post it. Yes, for this reason.
Test kitchen aerobics? Okay.
Cutie little frittata. I pulled it out of the oven and I took it straight to my table in the cast iron and we just cut our slices from there. Nice little crusty outside. I gave you the giant one.
Thank you.
I don't feel bad.
How generous of you.
Cooks really nicely. You get this really nice edge and the underside is like nice and golden. Uzu.
That's so good.
A perfect food.
Yeah, it's really just the yield that you get out of this is so solid. As soon as I saw it, I immediately knew I needed one. It's just the perfect size. Cast irons are like obviously an amazing choice.
Yeah.
A Cazuela is one of my favorite pans. First and foremost, look at this color. What is that, seafoam? Maybe it's like a slate green, and then you have that beautiful orange terracotta color on the inside. I'm obviously about aesthetics as my primary source of joy in my life. This is really cool because it's all made out of clay. You know that you have one that's for cooking because the bottom is unglazed, so you have glaze all around so that it can actually like pick up that heat and not crack.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, exactly. If it's glazed at the bottom, it's not for cooking. It's just for presentation. Yes.
Will it break?
It will crack.
Really?
Yeah. It'll cause cracks to crawl up the side for sure.
So you need that unglazed so that it can flux a little?
Yeah, so that it can actually like sit on top of a surface and not do crazy
things. So you can put this on stovetop?
You can do stovetop, you can do in the oven. You
Have you put that on stovetop?
Yeah, of course. Me? Me, of course.
Made in Spain.
Clay is one of the oldest materials used for cooking in all of history.
Absolutely.
They have like different shapes and styles depending on where you find yourself in the world. You'll find them with higher walls. Also, you'll find them with lids too.
You could serve warm olives in this. Home run.
This is what I mean.
You know, boom. Or you want to do a little salad in there?
And your
Great.
friends are gonna think you're fancy as hell because it's glazed like this.
It's gorgeous.
They also use it as a drinking vessel too. So if you do like a little tequila, a little citrus straw, and you just like,
that seems like my mezcal dog bowl. You know, just give me that.
Exactly.
I'm down, man. I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole with these. I'm gonna get like 20 of them in different sizes.
Yeah.
Kind of have to.
So I'm selling it.
Stop it.
To you. No, I mean like I'm selling the idea to
I'm like, you have a line of these?
Now I will. If you're gonna buy 20 from me, I will start a line. One of the most classic things to do is just do a little shrimp poach, garlic, olive oil, chili de arbol, some herbs on top. You can like let it kind of simmer. The clay retains heat.
Beautiful.
Honestly, it's one of those things too that it tastes better just because it looks so f***ing good. If this was like in a styrofoam moment.
Swallow the dry chili.
Oh no.
Hit me right in the back. That's delicious. I mean, you can cook this in no time flat. It's like, forget about it.
Yeah, you walk away and you're like watching Charmed or something.
Is Charm still a show?
Charm got a reboot.
No.
Yeah.
I kind of love cookware like this, where it's so embedded in their culture, but then it becomes like a family heirloom.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't break it or something crazy like that.
You kind of have that history and that story that goes along with it when you present it to your guests. No extreme temperatures. It's gonna crack. You're gonna be really sad. You want to be gentle. With great power comes great responsibility. It's beautiful, but she's also a little delicate. She needs to be handled with a little care.
And
sometimes.
this here is raw.
Exactly.
No dishwasher.
Do not put it in the dishwasher. You'll
Don't
be very
do it.
sad. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I'm gonna start my own Cazuela line.
You should.
My favorite pan is this 10-inch skillet with a slight lip. And if you had to pour a sauce or pour something out, it has these little pouring kind of indents. You could bake in it, you could use it on your stovetop.
So it's definitely hitting that sturdy mark.
Yes.
Like for sure.
The material of this is enamel. With enamel, I find that it is easier to cook so many different things. So if you cook an omelet on here or a fried egg, it would not stick. So you don't really need to season it like you would have to with a cast iron. It's just more convenient.
I love the color. I
Yeah.
love the body. I love how sturdy it is. It's very workable in
Yeah.
the sense that, the handle is really nice, but also it has the body to also support if you wanted to grab it from here.
Some of my favorite things to cook in this pan are crispy chicken thighs. You can start with a cold pan, put the thighs skin side down, and then bring it up to temperature. It just gets so crispy, so delicious. I love baking in this too, so cobblers, pies that don't have a bottom and just the top. I've even made French toast in this. You don't need to transfer whatever you're cooking in this into a serving platter. You could leave that on your dinner table and it'll look beautiful.
I could imagine this also being a very good preserver of heat. So I could also imagine with even cooking this also being really viable.
I just think it's super sturdy, it's thick, so it's not going to crack under extreme heat.
That's important.
Yeah, that is
being
important.
Able to, fight the fire.
And I love that it's very, very easy to clean. Say you get something stuck on here or something gets burnt, just soak it in warm water and let it hang out for a few hours, and then it'll easily come off.
This is cast iron's cousin that you don't really see that much,
Yeah.
but it's always super fun. So every time you do see her, it's a great time.
I think this is a great pan if you want a one-stop shop situation. The size is great. You could make an amazing meal for 2 to 3 people
Great
in
body.
this.
Yeah.
Without the work of maintaining a cast iron. And I think I will be using this pan until my arms are strong.
I didn't really grow up using a wok, but as I got introduced to all the different types of cuisines, I kind of fell in love with the versatility of it. It's perfect for mussels and clams. You can do pasta, you can do stir-fried vegetables, fried rice, mix soup in there, whatever you want. Put it outside, you can fry fish now, right on your little propane burner.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
On the beach.
I haven't been invited to this beach party before.
You play your cards right, DeVonn.
The first thing I noticed from just a chef perspective is the shape of it. It's got some weight to it a little bit.
It's just like a carbon steel wok where you can get a real high heat, and I'll do my vegetables in the center, and as it gets hot and the outside gets hot, I'll take real thin pieces of fish or meat, slap them right on the sides.
that's
All right,
fab.
boom, drop that right on your plate. Who's better than us, DeVonn? I'm not sure if I ever put a wok in the oven. You sure as hell can. What I like about it is that they're light and they can pack well. You can throw it in a backpack or a bag or whatever you're doing. I use it a lot at home, but I use it a ton in outdoor cooking. You can rest it on rocks or on coals.
And probably
be a
different
paddle.
sizes. I'm kind of interested in this idea of doing, having all the friends over, gather around the fire,
Sure.
and just throwing in your favorite vegetable
And
mix.
it's ready. This is the classic. It's a little beat up. It needs a little love. It's got a little carbon buildup in there. And this is the tried and true, Chinatown master, man. This is not expensive.
Oh my God.
I like the shape of this one better. I like the thickness of the steel of that one.
This one's probably better for paddling.
Definitely.
Also, this one feels like it's seen more. It's had a life.
Yeah.
It's had a life before us.
You go on your TikToks and your YouTubes. I mean, they throw rice in the air.
It's
and
like
does-
a whole art. It's like a
It is
wave
totally.
crashing
It-
back down.
And that lip there, the handle needs to go. That's in the way. And you can see it's going on fire.
Seen some things.
But that lip there is where you can get a nice big roll and you can
Right.
really kind of throw things and that just launches it back up.
Right.
Lands well.
And that's to
Perfect for stir fry.
What does that do exactly to the food though?
It's just stirring it. You know
Okay.
what I mean? It's just we're out on that burner, it's ripping hot. If you leave it there, things are gonna burn.
Right.
So it's constantly just tossing.
Got it.
There are models of non-stick woks. This one almost has a nice patina on it already from the factory. But you can get it going with the same way you would a cast iron or carbon steel
Yeah.
with thin coats of oil upside down in the oven.
Oh.
That builds up that polymer and you'll be able to pass it on for generations.
This is going to be the new addition to my apartment, I think.
I love this nonstick because I feel like it's super versatile. Like I want it to be easy and convenient.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with cleanup. And particularly with nonsticks, I know it's like dicey in terms of like you have to keep it on a medium heat. You don't get as much color, but I feel like this one specifically does everything that I need it to do.
Yeah.
It can stand up to really high heat. A usual nonstick you have to keep on like medium, low.
Totally.
It's also oven safe to a certain extent, which is quite unusual. The fact that I can use stainless steel on this is like huge for me.
Like a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to be like, oh, I can't use my fish
Scraping.
spatula. Yeah, exactly. It's super durable. I have like no surface issues. Also, the design is just like stunning and
It's
gorgeous.
nice. And it's so lightweight.
Yeah,
Like,
very lightweight.
Like you can like really
Yeah,
move around
maneuver
with
it.
it,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is really nice. When I did product testing for Epicurious, I had like 20 nonstick pans mailed to my apartment, and
A
it
dream.
was chaotic. And I fried like a bajillion eggs and like did so many
all
things
the
to try
things,
to
yeah.
like test them all, and she won.
As she should. I
Yeah.
feel like nonsticks are the kind of pans that people rotate through.
Totally.
Like every year, year and a half.
Yeah.
But the fact that this one has like lasted a super long time for me, someone who cooks really often, it made the biggest difference to me. Honestly, I use this pan like for everything. Nonsticks are particularly ideal for eggs, which I make pretty often. I've done stir fries in here. Anything that I just like want quick and done fast, like this is what I
Easy
lean on.
cleanup,
Yeah,
no
easy cleanup.
stickage.
Yeah. I genuinely feel like it could hold up in a dishwasher.
I'm sure it could.
It's actually like induction safe, which is really convenient because I feel like people sometimes make the shift from like a regular to induction. The fact that it's induction safe just means that you can like take it with you throughout life and whatever stove you end up on.
It says it in words here, but then these are also the symbols that indicate like gas over a fire, right? Electric, and then this is induction where there's like the
Relies on
circles of
magnet,
heat
right?
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has that built into the base.
The handle stays cool. It's also not made with like the harmful like chemicals that
Yeah.
most nonsticks are made from. Makes you just feel better about using a nonstick. If you're in the market for a nonstick and you're looking for one that's super durable and versatile, this is definitely my favorite. The Zwilling Madura Plus line is a great nonstick line.
This is truly the winning nonstick
It's
pan.
an award-winning.
It's award winning, and the award was I said so.
So this is my 10-inch cast iron griddle pan. It's flat, she's round, she's workable. I
Yeah.
can twist her around. It gives me so much control because of this edge right here. It's sturdy. It has everything that I would ever want in a pan. It's heavy, but you know,
Yeah.
the price you're paying in weight is definitely worth
Yeah.
for what you can get out of its use. So this pan is actually pre-seasoned, and pre-seasoned just means, I'm gonna simplify it in the simplest words I can. You're just taking oil or any sort of heated fat, and you're baking it onto the pan to sort of create this layer that makes it not only non-stick, but you're also like encouraging more flavor as you cook with it. Cast irons take a little love, but the best of us do.
This reminds me of a dosa tawa. People have heirlooms in India that they pass on to people. It is a heavy cast iron pan, and you get like amazingly crispy, like beautiful brown dosas.
My grandmother had a cast iron skillet that was passed on to her from her mother. This pan is great for a lot of things. Good steak, you know, you just get some nice butter in there, you know, you put some herbs in there, and you get a really unmatched sear. Like it's the evenness, but also just like the depth of that sear.
I don't use cast iron in my daily life that much, but
We're gonna work on that. Pancakes, hands down. If you're looking for an even, brown, round pancake, this is your pan. It doesn't take long to heat at all. It's relatively quick. And the great thing about it maintains its heat. So once it's hot, it's hot. Anytime I deal with any sort of cast iron, I always keep a towel on me. You just want to assume it's hot. You never want to assume it's not. And this is like that edge I was telling you about. Sometimes people are intimidated by a shallow pan or one that, with not much height, but this butter's not going anywhere. I still have very much the control in this situation. It's starting to spread on its own, but if you see, it's kind of like leveled itself out. All these bubbles are sort of forming at the same time. Which is letting us know that it's all cooking at the same rate. And as you can see, there's no stick there.
oh,
I kind of threw it, but you get the gist.
you can see it is a little bit crispy around the edges, which the best parts. It's so buttery.
But then you also see these like little still places where air, so that's going to contribute to that sort of like fluffiness. You're not compromising anything. You're sort of getting, like you said, that sort of like fried exterior, that soft, fluffy inside.
That is a really satisfying pancake.
Yeah, I love this pan. I think that it's a great way to start or finish your day. It can do anything that you need it to do.
You want me to grab right now?
Yeah.
Best in the biz.
Can I slide in the frame?
You slid.
Oh, that was good.
Right? Yeah. I can keep going.
Trying
There's
to
more
hit center.
options.
This is center.
This right here. Okay, let's see.
Not bad, not bad.